Welcome to the DoubleEShow. Bad strategy, horribly simulated. What's going on, everybody? Jibba73 back with the DoubleEShow. Let's preview Reventure. It claims to be the first non-linear game with 100 different endings. It has gotten very positive reviews in early access, and the game basically states that it is that you're a wannabe hero who is supposed to do heroish things, but sometimes flips off and does crazy stuff instead. Some of the features are 100 different endings, lots of aha moments, a big bunch of unlockable stuff, bazillions of secrets and pop culture references, magic, time travel, battle royal fights, mimics, permadeath, shotguns, mining, resource gathering, base building, global leaderboards, farming, and so on. Humor, and beautiful OST. So the soundtrack is actually really cool. As we take a look at it, you'll get to hear the soundtrack, and it's really good. They do say that there is mature content in the game. The developers describe the content like this: this game may contain content not appropriate for all ages, or may not be appropriate for viewing at work, frequent violence, or general mature content. Game doesn't look to be overly taxing on the resources, so when we do take a look at it, it should run buttery smooth, and we are going to do that right now. So we start the game with basic setup screens here. It's nice because it gives you the option to choose your language, which we will do. We will choose English, and then we will select OK. Now, I like that it tells you right away that you can stream this, make videos, and right off the bat. And as you can see right from the very start, we have a 8-bit adventure game. It's great. So the options menu is actually pretty fleshed out. You get to choose your resolution. I do go ahead and put it in 1080p at 60 hertz because that's what I'm running on, and I go full screen. And I also go VSync on. I do adjust the volume levels, that way it's not too loud in my ears, and I adjust the effects volume as well, down to I think about 8. I think I go to, yeah, and then you select your controls. So you can use the arrow keys plus the Z and the X. The Z would be the attack or defend key, or place various items key, and the X would be to jump. If you do what I do with the WASD, space jumps, and E interacts with the environment and does your weapons and defense and stuff like that. I scrolled through quite a few times to get back to where I wanted to be, and then you start a new save. It's very reminiscent of the old Nintendo 8-bits. It has the feel, the soundtrack, again, as I said in the opening, is pretty awesome. The characters' names will change as you die, or as you get locked up or whatnot, depending on what happens. So we just go through a little bit of basic gameplay here. I figure out the keys, and I go running along and moving along. And one thing I found with my keyboard, if I hold down any key, it doesn't hold it down continuously, it stutters it, so I don't really get a running start at anything. But you meet the characters, they send you on quests and do stuff, and you look for these chests, and they hide different things, and then you think you're on your way, but no, you can't. You got to find the sword or something to protect yourself with, and that is not here. That is elsewhere. So we head off to find the sword, and I decide to check out the other side of my house. And lo, there is more to be seen. I was thinking maybe Mario, I could jump on top of it and squash it, but that is not what happens. You just take damage, I guess. So, I climb this towering mountain, and voila, we have other things. It's dangerous to go alone. Right on. So there we go. The Sword of Legend. Light as the wind. So I now have a sword, which is great. Because that's exactly what I need to be able to get out of this place. So, let me tinker with the settings once again. Or not the settings, tinker with jumping and getting out of here. Not very agile with the mouse and keyboard, ironically, being a PC gamer. But I do find out that you can play this with a controller, and it's actually highly recommended. But as you can see, the art style is really good, and it's nice because the E key just takes care of everything right away. You don't have to swap between weaponry. It smartly places what it knows you're looking to do. So off I go on our adventure. And now the drawbridge is down, and I can go. So whack, whack, thwack, ba-bam, zinga. I like that there's a looming dark castle in the background on the other side of the mountains. Pretty cool. So I hop over, and I don't know who this guy is, and I stab him. And that was wrong. And thus ends my first playthrough in Reventure. And there you have it. There's our first playthrough of Reventure. Look, it's a really cute game, and I think that you'll enjoy it. So, if you like the 8-bit classics like this, it's definitely worth a pickup. And it's going to be released June 4th on Steam. Peace out, everybody.
That was a failure of epic proportions. Unacceptable.